Honorable Brian Acheampong has spoken. Should I say what he said? Should I say it verbatim? Or it's okay? You know what he said. Verbatim. Should I give you verbatim?
You can say it and then you can play the video too.
Okay, so for the viewer says that... sorry, it's not the viewers. Brian Acheampong says that... Let me get it for you. He says, we'll use every means to win 2024. We have pastors, imams, and traditionalists. We will use every means to win the elections. We have pastors, imams, and traditionalists. The NDC says, we'll see fire and return power. You'll see fire and return power just as you left Snit hotels. So this is what the NDC has also said. Honorable, it looks like the atmosphere is too charged.
Rosalind?
Yes.
Before I come to Brian, I have an advice for my brother.
Please go ahead. He's a very good brother, so he will listen.
Yes. You know, integrity is very important. Respect is very important. And I just want to advise him. He's a young politician, just as I'm also young. He shouldn't be learning from the attitude and behaviors of his predecessors in the party to be making unnecessary and certain comments. And you try to correct him. The last time I made a statement, he was trying to push me to apologize. But you are sitting here that the president promised to protect journalists by end up by killing journalists. That's exactly what he said.
I made him retract.
He did not. He did not. He did not. And I cannot show him a message I've received. But me, I'm just advising him.
I think he will retract it, so...
That if you say the president has killed, so you go and prove where the president killed Ahmed Swali.
He will retract.
Because I was not there when the president killed him.
Show, he will retract. I know Philemon.
I was not there when the president killed him. So he knows.
No, he will retract.
Where maybe he associated the president to go and kill Ahmed Swali.
No.
He will let us know.
No, he will retract.
Then secondly, on the issue of the Airbus that we spoke about, Martin said that, even I said before the elections, Martins have accused John Mahama of involvement in the Airbus scandal. And that President Moss called for investigation. The NDC on several occasions have denied John Mahama associating himself with the Airbus scandal. Martin insisted, because Martin was part of them. Martin was then Attorney General at that time. Insisted that yes, you are part of it. The NDC have called, and I have heard on several platforms, that yes, if indeed there's an inquiry that, oh, let's investigate it, produce it. Yes, Martin could not say that, oh yes, this is the people that were tasked to investigate John Mahama. But he also believed that, yes, despite all the things that Kisa Jabi have said, there's a need for us to go into details. And you even gave an example that, yes, so far as Martin's, John Mahama's brother is associated with the scandal, meaning that he used the brother's positions to get what he wants.
No, I did not say that.
Fine.
I didn't say that.
Rosalind, you read what, how do you call it? Brian said. That's why I said that in addition to what you read,
we'll play the video.
Play the video.
We're about to play the video.
For all of us. Because he said, we'll use every means to win the election. We have pastors, we have imams, we have traditionalists. So when you say that we have pastors, what are the pastors going to do? What are the imams going to do? What are the traditionalists going to do? Don't all of us go to pastors and pray? Even in your open remarks, when we started, we were talking about prophecies. We're talking about pastors predicting of people who are going to win the election. So if you say, oh, we have pastors, so we'll go to the pastors that pray that we win the election. We have imams. You go to the imams, pray that we win the election. We have traditionalists. Somebody is a traditionalist. When he wake up in the morning, instead of him to pray, just as I wake up in the morning and I'll pray to my God, he decided to go and buy Castle Bridge or Snap to pour it on the ground to call for his ancestors. Everybody have a role to play in the way a man he pour on his God.
Let me read something that he said before we play the video. Okay, so Honorable, you relax for us. I can see you are very charged. Philemon will do the needful by retracting. I know Philemon is a very good lad, so he will definitely do the needful. This is what Brian Acheampong said. I have said that whether the NDC likes it or not, they will never win the 2024 elections. They would not win. You can check their records. They would not win. The NPP would win the elections. The NPP exists to win elections. And then he continues to say, so we will do whatever it takes to win the elections. We are a political party that has pastors, imams, and traditionalists. So whatever means we will take to win the elections, we'll do so. Bend the sea if you don't understand. We'll win and continue with our good works. That's what he said. Let's take a look at the video.
NDC for Pell, Amu Pell, 2024 Abano, and Yadoma winning da. Amu winning. Amu winning. Moko check your record. Amu winning. Na MPP amano kuono. MPP amano kuono. Yes, you also about winning election. MPP. Yes, you say about winning election. It's the enemy. Quite be asked why about winning 2024 amano. They're a political party. They're a political party. Aso for one, imam for one, omobuku sa one. That the say about winning election. It's a quite be about winning election. Yabafaso. But as you have about winning election.
We are very independent, we are very fearless, and we are very credible. This is multimedia. This is Joy Prime. Honorable.
So the word that he used, Kwambiaso, every means, that's the problem, right?
Oh, no. I think that we are just discussing what he said.
No, so that's the problem.
I don't think that.
So when he mentioned the pastors, when he mentioned the imams,
but that's what
and he said that we should go and check their records. Apart from 2024, check the records of the NDC, whether they were able to even clock 50.1. And check the NPP record from 2000 up to 2020. So if we say that, check their records and see who have the people. What is wrong with what he said? We have pastors, so now there's no need for us to go to pastors. There's no need for us to go to imams. There's no need for us to go to traditionalists. Is that what we are saying? Did he say he's going to kill people? Did he say we are going to steal the election?
But he said
I'm so much disappointed.
Do you know the word all means is why people are talking?
What is all means?
Yes.
Rosalind.
All means.
I'll take you out for lunch. All means.
It means that no matter what you take, even if you do me for girls to go out for lunch, you let me bring Philemon into the conversation, though. Philemon.
Yes. Which should I handle first?
The retracting, please.
Well, I'll respond to that. And that's the fact that the Vice President, Alhaji Bawumia, and the President, Akufo-Addo, swore an oath. And the words of this oath is to do right to all manner of people in this country, to protect the citizens of this country. Basically, they are a leviathan. In the political science concept of a leviathan, the government, all of us as a people, have entrusted the power to the government, for the government in turn to protect us all. So anything that happens, that's why when there was a disaster in Mepe, we put it at the doorsteps of the president and his government. That's why when armed robbery is increasing, we put it at the doorsteps of the... That's why when corruption is festering, it's at the doorsteps of the president. That's why when people are dying in Kolebu because the government is failing to provide renal support, we put it at the doorsteps of the... That's why when the prices of goods or services go up, we put it at their doorsteps. At least, there's one example of a journalist who has said that the conduct of this government and members of this government led him to run away from this country because
Some
his
members
life.
of the government.
Yes, because of course, some members are members of the government. Ran away
Which
because of the
members they
fear
cut
for his
across?
life. That's a matter of fact. Did the president not make a bold proclamation that he was going to protect you and your several colleagues in the inky industry? Did he not make that proclamation? But he failed. In the case of Ahmed, he failed. He has subsequently made several promises that they shall get to the end of this matter. 6 years down the line, nothing has happened.
Philemon, you
So
made
we
a
put this.
statement.
Let me make my point.
Okay.
We put this at the doorsteps of the president. This is at the doorsteps of Bawumia and Akufo-Addo, and that's something we do not take lightly. Now, on the issue of his commentary about me being a young politician, yes, I belong to a breed of young politicians who believe that this country must improve, who believe that the older politicians have failed my generation, and if we do not rise up, we will be doing injustice to our children. It is not in my character. I am not inbred. I am a Bimoba. I'm the son of Francis Lara. I was not raised to be disrespectful to people older in society. But my father raised me up to be a confident young man who can look out and speak for the people that cannot speak. We've been here several times. He has, when he used that unprintable words against your texters, did he apologize? He refused to apologize. Live on TV, he said he will not apologize. That is his character.
You can decide not to apologize.
That is his character. In my specific case of saying that Akufo-Addo should be held responsible for the murder of Ahmed Swale, it is basic. He is the Leviathan. Anything that happens to us in this country ends at the doorsteps of the president and his vice president.
What you said.
So the fact of the matter is that Akufo-Addo and Bawumia have failed us. Corruption is festering. Unemployment is high. Exchange rate high. Interest rate high. That is the record of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. They have failed in their responsibility as a Leviathan to the people of this country.
Okay.
When they made a categorical statement that they would ensure that the killers of Ahmed are found today, they have failed in doing that.
Okay, so let's not forget that. Your
May I now respond on the issue of...
You will. But your statement was very categorical that he is responsible for
so what I've explained that this is what I mean when I say that. That's the explanation.
So for me,
the explanation to that is that
for me, if you will not retract,
let's move on. Let's move. There's no problem with it. Let's move on.
If you will not retract, Honorable, let me land. Honorable, let me land.
The reason why I was advising him
when he was speaking,
Honorable, let me land.
Oh, I'm just advising you as a brother and a friend. So if you say that the president killed a person, then by the close of the day, you get those.
Those are your words. I have said.
That's what you said. You said on radio.
Honorable.
You said it. Don't deny it. You said it.
Gentlemen,
you said the president.
I have said my point. I have said my point, and I'm going to explain it.
And you take it on. So don't worry.
I'm waiting for you. I've said it as I have said it, and that is the explanation.
That's why I'm advising you as a brother.
No.
Gentlemen,
you say that he promised to protect journalists. He ended by killing Ahmed Swale. That's exactly what he said.
Gentlemen,
don't tell me deny it.
Honorable.
If you don't understand figurative speech, that's your problem. But the fact of the matter is that the president has a Leviathan has failed.
You know I'm keeping it cool, please. I need decorum. I need decorum. And I'm saying it, I'm not going to repeat myself. Please, decorum. If Philemon La, you have refused to apologize,
don't use that word. I gave an explanation to what I
said.
So when you say apologize for what?
Okay.
I'm explaining that the reason why I said that is that the president has a responsibility over the citizens of this country.
That's fine.
And by saying that statement, I meant that the president has failed.
You have explained yourself that whatever the consequences are, we at multimedia, yes, we have. We are not part of what Philemon last said. He owns his words, and we do not own part of his words. Whatever he said, if you're coming for him, come for him and leave multimedia out because we do not own part of what Philemon said. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Make your point.
You see, there's a certain expectation that you would appear fair. Because when you pass these comments, when Honorable makes his comment and you don't pass the same comment.
If he makes any comments that I have to, I will.
Respond on the issue of Ken. On the issue of... do not interject me. On the issue of Brian Acheampong. This is about the third time that Brian has passed such unguarded comments. And I would have expected that after the first time he passed those comments, there would have been the demonstration of some leadership by members of the MPP, either from the national chairman, national secretary, the president, the vice president, or even the former MP's caucus, who would have perhaps given him some don't pass comments like that, because Ghana, and I'm making the case that maybe Honorable's generation is different, but in my generation, we care deeply about this country. Rosalind, we love this country with our hearts. We want this country to improve. So we don't want loose cannons, loose politicians who speak without reason. So we would have expected that MPP leadership would have called him and said, Brian, that was the first time you passed such comments. Don't continue on that trajectory again. It is bad. We expected that. But again, Akufo-Addo failed to do that. Alhaji Bawumia failed to do that. Leadership of the MPP failed. MP and his former MP colleagues failed to do that. Brian repeated it a second time. And now a third time. You see, the problem that this portends, there's a likelihood that this can bring about is that already tensions are building up in this country. Tensions are building up. And we would expect that a government in power that has a responsibility to safeguard the peace, protect the citizenry, would be a bit more conciliatory in the way they pass their public utterances. But yet again, we don't get that. Already, we know the EC and all the issues against the EC. The fact that the EC, members of the EC are members of the MPP. We know about that. That alone gives citizens of this country a cause to worry. Then again, we are hearing comments about we will do everything possible to make sure we win power.
Plus, he said pastor said, let's not leave that one.
The fact of the matter is that I believe in the words of Malik, that Brian would be the bigger loser if he wants to be a warmonger. He's the one that has massive investments in this country. As to the source of his wealth, that will be a discussion for another day. But if Ghana, in the event of war, he would be the bigger loser. But he holds a higher stake to the peace of this country, so he should be careful with the commentary he passes. But all in all, I am worried about the fact that the MPP appears leaderless. I would have expected that they will call him to order. They will call him to order.
But let me ask you this. If somebody says that I have pastors, I have imams, I have traditionalists, and so I would win power by all means, let's narrow it down where the main problem is.
I've just discussed that the tensions in this country are rising.
So the main problem
is
the
in this country are rising. That's one. Another fact is that about some key members of the Electoral Commission are known MPP agents before they were appointed to the EC. We know about that. We've heard about commentary or suspicion. When you go to IPAC meetings, all the political parties have suspicion about the credibility of this MPP government. And they suspect that this MPP government is in bed with the EC. That is the suspicion.
There's a suspicion.
So the point I am making is that this government has a responsibility. As a government in power, there's a bigger responsibility on you to ensure that the country, as you have received it, is handed over to the next set of leaders in the same manner. And those were the words of President Kufuor. You remember when there was a by-election in time, President Kufuor said that, look, no matter what, whether or not my party is at a crossroad or not, I have a responsibility. And that responsibility is to make sure that Ghana is safe and sound, Ghana is peaceful. So commentary like what Brian has passed, and you see, it's in the same tone as the two previous ones that he made. Don't you remember? Two previous comments he made, it's the same tone. It is not helpful to the democracy of this country. It is not helpful for the stability of this country. Ghana is all we have.
But we then
shall
see...
continue
Can
to
I have the
protect,
newspapers, please?
The NDC shall continue to protect this government, this country. The NDC midwifed this democracy, and it is the commitment of the NDC that there shall be peace. It's the but the words of our General Secretary that the NDC shall no more be the victims of peace in this country also is valid. Okay,
so we look at the Daily Dispatch newspaper where in the year 2020, the National Security Minister has said that in the year 2024, which is this year, our elections, every political party that will lose should accept defeat. And if we look at the seat that this man is on, he's on the seat of the NPP government. And don't you think that, Kandapa, don't you think that this actually has something coming out from the leadership? Because he's actually come out to say that accept these defeats gracefully.
When did he pass this comment? But the fact of the matter is that I would have expected that they would call him to order.
So that's where your problem
they should call him to order.
But he said it's in the public domain. So saying this in the public domain is not the same thing.
I do not subscribe to that interpretation. I think that if you want to call out someone, call out the person. Don't go being diplomatic about it, because the peace of this country is what we are talking about. The stability of this country is what we are talking about. I have experienced violence. I've lived in a violence-prone community before. I've heard the ricocheting sounds of gunfire, heavy gunfire. I know how it feels. I know how painful it is to the heart, the stability, the tranquility of the town. I know how that feels. Perhaps he doesn't. I'm told he was just a cook at the army. He was not. Never went to war.
Please, I
so
beg
I
you.
heard.
This one I don't know about.
He should be careful about
I have never heard about it. I don't know anything about it as to whether he was a cook or he wasn't a cook. I don't know the genesis of Brian Acheampong. So please, this one, dear, I'm begging you. I know that he's a government official. He's the current agric minister, and he's also a businessman.
And the one
this
who
is
tried
what I know about.
to buy the state hotels.
Yeah, he tried to buy. He didn't try to steal. They are two different things altogether. Buying and stealing. No. Because you see, I'm on national television. It's different if the report
Why did you
that I
have to add the steal? Did I say steal? I said the man who tried to buy the hotels.
But
yes.
buying,
so why are you interpreting to ask?
No, when you say buy,
why are you interpreting it to
let's leave it there. Let's see if we have some comments. But
anyway,
Honorable, you wanted to say something.
Rosalie.
Please, Philemon, please.
And I understand why certain group of people join the NDC.
No, Honorable, this one I won't accept it here. I'm sorry.
Rosalie,
No, because there are very credible people in the NDC. No, Honorable.
Certain people.
No, but when you say it like that,
See,
it seems as though there are people in the NDC that are. Please, let's not use those words. I'm begging you because.
Rosalie, fine. I
beg you.
And I want to put on record, nobody sitting here have a monopoly over using certain filth words. Nobody have a monopoly. I can equally use thousands of certain words to describe certain group of people. But from where I'm coming from, and from the way I'm trained, I choose my words carefully. I don't talk anyhow, because I know where I'm going, and I know where I want to get to. And I want my children in future that people will look at them and they just will not say anything bad about me. So when you get opportunity and you think that by insulting, you think that by describing people with certain names, you think that by describing people with certain sort of words, it will make you famous and people will clap for you in your party. That, oh, for this guy, you can insult. For this guy, you can say this. You lose the respect and the integrity that you have. You lose the respect and the integrity that you have. The last time I said something here, that look, me sitting here, when I was a member of parliament, and even after I have left parliament, when I go to my house, my family house, there's the Saturday I was there, as if the president have come to the house. Because there's nobody in the family who has been a member of parliament. So therefore, me sitting here, if I get former President John Mahama in my family, I'll give him the respect, irrespective of our political differences. Does not mean that because he is not in my party, I'll not give him the respect. If you sit here and you say that you don't know the source of somebody's money, you don't know the source of his money. Has there been anything that has been said that Brian Acheampong has stolen government money? Can you point out that the properties that Brian Acheampong has made, the hotel that he has built and all those things? We have people in this country who today are very rich, who have boldly come out to say that, yes, indeed, when they travel outside the country, they were taxi drivers and they were cleaners. They are better off than people who claim that today they have been to school and then they defend people. It is not a matter of you being a lawyer, being a doctor, being a teacher, whatever it is. It's a matter of respect. And I can tell you that Brian made it before he even became a member of parliament. If you don't know Brian's background, go and check. So even if he's a cook, he has made it. He's a cook. I know somebody who sells pure water. Go and look at the house that he has built. And I know somebody who is a medical doctor who has not even bought a plot of land. It's not a matter of what you have, the work that you do, that will make you what you are.
Yeah, I know some. So I know a gentleman who actually is a driver at a company, and he has about 4 cars that he uses for rental, and he has built 2 houses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the one that he's driving, you can go there. Even the one that maybe even the CEO or the MD that he's driving might not even have a plot of land. So when you get opportunity, and then you come and be calling people names, people murderers, and all those things, Me, I'll speak to the facts. I will never undermine the integrity and the reputation of anybody because of politics. I will never do that. Because, as I keep on saying, our friends in NDC are friends in other political party. So if by, today you did so well, by insulting this person, by saying this, you lose the respect and integrity.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I hope Honorable knows these words when he was calling out our texters, using that unprintable that. I wish he knew that, and that you would have lost some integrity in the eyes of our texters. But let me reiterate here that it is not in my character. It is not in my character. Indeed, it's not in the character of the NDC that would use insulting languages. So to the extent that anyone has felt offended by what I've said, I retract that. But the fact of the matter is that we shall hold Alhaji Bawumia and Akufo-Addo for all the ills that they have inflicted on the people of this country. We shall hold them to the task. We, the citizens of this country, are tired of corruption and nepotism and all the excesses that this government has demonstrated. We shall hold them to that task. And we call on the people of this country, let's reject the MPP. Let's reject corruption. Let's reject nepotism. Let's reject all of the ills that they have inflicted on the people of this country. People are dying in Kolebu because of kidney issues and other health issues, and yet the government is doing nothing about that. It is what the people of this country are tired of, and that's why we'll vote them out.
Okay, so good morning, Rosalind. We heard the MPP man say President Mills instituted corruption investigation against JDM. The MPP man said it.
He said it.
Okay.
He said it.
Good morning, Rose. The NPP member said that an investigation was made against Mahama with regards to the purchase of the aircraft, and we all heard him loud and clear. Was it Mahama you were talking about, Martin Amidu?
He said it.
Were you talking about Mills or Martin?
What I said was,
yes.
Please,
should hold him to
can you
task.
shut up and let me talk?
Look at him.
Honorable,
Oh, come on.
Can you please do it?
Are you sure you're
sorry.
He's sorry, please. I beg
shut
you.
up.
I see that it's tone has changed. You know you can tell me shut up in a jovial manner.
It's a joke. You know we are friends here, so yes.
What I said was that Martin Amidu,
Yes.
before even the 2016 election, alleged that John Mahama involved himself in the Airbus scandal, and that former President Mills called for an investigation. The NDC even asked Martin Amidu to give the list of the people who former Mills asked them to.
Oh, so it was Martin Amidu that did the allegation. Said in the allegation that President Mills did that. That's what you're saying.
That's what I said.
So you are not saying that President Mills actually called for the investigation, but you're saying that Martin Amidu alleged.
Exactly, that's what I said.
He's changed and sought to clarify what he said. What he said
I'm not changed. You can
was very, and I'm
just
saying,
as
but,
no doubt.
But that's what you
I'll
today you're clearing your name on TV.
Somebody have just requested for his submission today. You can also ask for this, how do you call it? And I hope your producers will give it to me right after that because they need it.
Okay. All right. So this one says, Madam, please, this is the first time somebody has died in the hospital in Ghana here. Oh, no, this is not the first time, but we really don't want it to even continue happening. That's one thing. Good morning. The NDC panel on the show should calm down and tell us who is government official one who received the Ford expedition. Good morning. Whoever is blessed by God is blessed. John Mahama, the incoming president, is the one Ghanaians are waiting for to come and save the country. No corruption tag on him can stand the test of time. The man is clean. My regards to Honorable Emmanuel Dra, the incoming MP for Upper West Akim constituency, Francis from Ade. So, okay, so I'm not sure Mr. JDM's parents named him government official one. So what is the MPP man saying? This man must not be allowed to vote come December 7th for not being of sound mind. Patrick Accra. Okay, I don't know which man should not be allowed to vote though. If 4 years is not enough for government, what at all is JM want us to use 4 years for? Good morning, Madam Host, Nana Usugo. So, good morning, Joy Prime. Okay. I'm David Edufo from Maxim. Why every election, lot of issues, never again. MPP Mahama is coming, 2024 victory for NDC. Good morning, Rosalind. Please, everything that goes wrong in this country, NPP communicators will defend it. Why? Who does that bribe? Who does that, Brian, again? Okay, you are trying to say who is Brian. Okay. We are waiting for him, power. Criminal will always be fighting for his life, but we will arrest him and his government appointee, Dan from Bando. Good morning, my Vincent from Damongo constituency. It is true that Honorable, really, that former President Mills set up committee to investigate Mahama. So please go and play video again. Okay, you're saying that he said it. No, he has cleared what he said, though. So I hope now everybody understands. Good morning. Whether Akufo-Addo like it or not, he will hand over to President John Dramani Mahama. This thing, eh? Good morning, Rosalind. Please do not be biased. Allow Philemon to flow. MPP communicators use reckless words that he's communicating. We have to protect everybody, so please understand. Good morning to everyone. MPP government have failed Ghanaians in every aspect, especially teachers, trainees, on the long-lasting industrial action by CTAG. Good morning, Rosalind, and good morning to Professor Grace Ayesu Dankwa, incoming MP for Isikado Kentan constituency. Rosalind, how can someone be prosecuted without being here airing, talking about the UK and France ruling and the persons mentioned, and when the OSP investigate those mentioned and have indicated that one too is a problem of this corrupt MPP government? Indeed, posterity, will judge us all. From Albert in Kojo Krome Sikado. Good morning, beautiful Rosalind. I'm enjoying your show. I fully support Philemon's statement on the journalist. Was John Mahama, the energy minister, to be blamed for doing so? Yet the NPP blamed him. As for Brian and the NPP, let them try anything foul in 2024. We don't see their eye top. My brother, Honorable Eben Afi, and John Mahama all the way. EA Metal. No. Okay, Metal. Good morning. My daughter, Rosalind. Oh, wow. I like this one. My daughter. Oh, my God. I feel so young this morning. The MPP agreed with the OSP on the Cecilia Dapa's case, but however, are skeptical with him in the Airbus case. What sort of hypocrisy are they portraying? Nanaka Karite Chiman, Brian Acheampong and his MPP should know that Ghana does not belong to them. They are bent on winning the elections, that at all costs, to cover up the rot they are sitting on. His comments are not only loose and useless, but okay. Honorable, let me ask you this. Why can't we have campaigns where when people mount the platform, they'll be able to say, our good works should speak for us, Ghanaians will vote for us, the elections will be free and fair. If we don't win, we'll give it to whoever Ghanaians have decided on. Why can't we have that?
Rosalind, to be honest and sincere with you, personally, I didn't see anything wrong with what Brian said. Personally. Because he says that the records of the NDC is there. Our record is there. We have pastors. We have imams. We have traditionalists who win this election.
But records do change depending on what the people want.
It is,
so if the people say that,
it is up to the political parties to go there and campaign. If I sit here and I tell you
there's no
that they have done this, they have done this, they have done this in my constituency, but my constituency know that these things has been done.
Okay, so there's a message that has come in. It's very good. The person says, good morning, my name is Bibi. Please, Honorable Nate said, former President Mills, okay, you've said it, okay? He said, all means can be evil or good. That's where the issue is. So he decided to take the evil one. I decided to take the good one. He decided to take the evil one. For me, I don't have any intention of doing anything bad in this election. So I'll go in for the good one. Okay. Which is going to my pastor and telling my pastor that please pray for us as a party to win the election. All right.
If I'll go to Chief Imam and tell him, I'll go to my family house at Uuma to buy 2 bottles of schnapps and go and tell them, pray and call on my ancestors that this election that I'm going to let my party win. What is wrong with it?
Okay, so good morning, Madam Rosley, and your panelists. Please, are you aware there's going to be food shortage in the country because there's no rain everywhere, especially in the northern part of Ghana, but the Agric Minister doesn't see anything wrong but talking about winning the election? Please, is it true there's no rain in the north? Because Greater Accra, it has rained. Really? Yeah, but Greater Accra, rains are crazy. Even last week, it rains. We are tired. So there are no rains in the north.
I really sympathize
So the
with
rains to the minister that stop.
Wow, God, please. The northern region, they need rains.
Is
God,
the minister
please provide them with rains.
Hey.
Threat of death is an offense and liable for conviction. Kennedy Japan threatened Ahmed's life, and he was killed. Therefore, president should order the arrest of Honorable, but he failed, and for that, Philemon is not wrong to have said that. Okay, but if Philemon is found, you know, if they come for Philemon, you people will be in your home.
That Akufo-Addo is coming to arrest me.
No,
hey, Akufo-Addo.
So is the NDC communicator saying that the NDC was in bed with the EC when they were in power? What kind of hypocrisy and double standards is this? Honorable Brian Acheampong said we'll win the elections because we have the pastors, imams and traditionalists to pray for us. What is wrong with this comment? Because the NDC doesn't have any message for Ghanaians, they always want to make case in caseless matter. It's possible with DMB and NAPO. Master Planner Junior Kintampo. This one says, hey, Champo, you are like ordinary Ghanaians. Okay, I don't understand. Some of your English, I struggle a little bit, so you have to pardon me. Good morning, Rosalind. Ask the MPP man to advise Napo and Brian Champo and stop that noise. Sami from Bolga East Zuarugu. All right, so Sami Boachi from Asamankese. Sami, if it's long, I can't read all. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is the next president of Ghana, while Honorable Charles Acheampong, the MP for Asamankese, will retain his massively. But as for NDC, their days have expired. Let's break the eight together to protect the free SHS and its possible. Regards to Honorable Charles Acheampong and Francis Bakoy, aka Protozwa, and the next MP for Suhum. Happy birthday to my good friend Isaac Wuto. Okay, so it looks like A+. Kwame Asari, you're being A+, incoming MP for Gomwa Central. When you're busy, or say why you're busy, live from Gomwa Central, from Rock. Okay, hey. So AE has started campaigning part 2. Well, he says he'll be president one day. So please ask the NDC communicator for me. Is President Akufo-Addo still a clearing agent after the Supreme Court cleared Honorable Atufo and OSP clearing ex-President Mahama? Hypocrisy and dishonesty is possible with Dr. Baumia and Napo. He should please answer the question before leaving the show. Master Planner, okay, this one says, we are grateful. If it's long, I have to cut to you. We are grateful to the OSP, Kisia Jaben, confirming on his predecessor, as Martin Emidu confirmed to the people of Ghana that indeed John Mahama was the government official one. We all can also testify, even though we knew John Mahama was government official one, but wasn't so official, and which has been proven by the current OSP. Even there was no way government official one, John Mahama, was going to be prosecuted regarding Article 576. But per the illustration by the report of the OSP has still not changed any details concerning the Airbus matter and the role government official one, John Mahama, played, causing huge financial losses to the state. Unapo Abdulaziz Jibani. Okay, so Alhaji Hamza says that Rosalind, good morning, Rosalind. Truth be told, we should be truthful to ourselves in this country and speak the truth for once. The arrogant posture of Brian Acheampong is becoming one too many, and the earlier he is called to order, the better. He should not try anything funny in this country or else he will regret it. The comments made by Brian Acheampong is useless, reckless, and irresponsible and must be condemned by all meaningful Ghanaians. We are waiting to see feedback from the Christian Council, Peace Council, and other Muslim leaders. But Brian Acheampong should be aware that we have better men in this country, and I can assure him that every single vote of members of the NDC will be protected. The will of the people must be respected, and no one can take the will of the people from them. Madam, please, the NPP to proceed to court if they have any evidence against President Mahama and stop the useless nonsense that they are making. Rosalind, point of correction. The Airbus scandal was there referred to the OSP by the president himself through the Secretary Asante Bedieto. So when I said that it was the NPP that requested for this investigation to be done by the Office of the Special Prosecutor, I was right. Honorable, I was right. Oh.
You were not right. You were not right in the sense that the president will not just order the secretary to petition the OSP without a request from anybody. You are just saying that the president just got up and said that.
We don't know whoever.
Write to the OSP and tell him to investigate about. So you are not right.
So who petitioned the president?
Are you a journalist? You can find out.
No, that one I won't find out. As far as I'm concerned, what is on the record?
So your mind has already been made. No, that one, no problem. That's your.
I deal with facts.
I understand your.
I don't deal with speculation.
No,
I deal with facts. And the fact of the matter is that there was a letter from the office of the president to the office of the special prosecutor for the investigation to commence. This is what it is. Whoever went to the president's house to speak into his ears, I won't know. I can't know. But once the president put on a letter where his secretary signed, this is what is official, and that's all we know.
May I also have my...
So that's what you know. That's
what it is.
So as to whether I petition the president,
but we don't know. That one is not official. So if you go into bed and your wife tells you that go and kill somebody, and he says it to your ear, so you don't have any evidence. When you go to court, you tell her that my wife said it to my ears. That's an example.
Never asked me to go and kill anybody.
It's just an example.
So you can use something different, not killing.
Okay, like what? Like what says? What does your wife tell you to do? Philo, let's take your final words and then we can go.
So what's apparent in all of this is that President Mahama stands vindicated. Vindicated because despite the massive government attack, onslaught against President Mahama, he's come out sparkling clean. There's no dirt on President Mahama. His record remains unblemished. He's a man of integrity who is committed to the betterment of this country. The record must also be stated that under President Mahama's government, there was no family and friends. He did appoint over 50 members of his family into government positions. He did not give contracts to his children. Unlike Akufo-Addo, who is giving $34 million to his daughters. Contracts with that. Alhaji Bawumia giving road contracts to his brothers and all of that. A government of nepotism. This is what the people of this country must reject. We must reject corruption. We must reject nepotism. We must reject mismanagement of the economy and ensure that the future of this country is reset. That President Mahama and Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman will take us to the next level of this country's development. Okay. We are tired of corruption. Teachers are tired. Nurses are tired. Government workers are tired. Even the private sector is tired. We are tired of Nana Addo. We are tired of Bawumia. We will reject them.
Okay.
Roselyn,
wonderful.
We are focused as a party, and we are determined to win this election by any means. Come Saturday.
Are you using the same words?
Yeah, I said by any means.
Should I give you the explanation of any means?
If a responsible statement would have been...
It is maybe you understand it differently.
No, the dictionary says so. Should I give it to you?
So you let me finish.
Let me tell you what the dictionary says.
When I finish.
So by any means, it means that using all possible methods, strategies, and resources to achieve victory or success. It implies a strong determination to win, often suggesting that one is willing to explore every option, tactic, or approach to reach the desired outcome, which could be peaceful or violence.
So I'll take the first one. As
you want
strategies,
okay.
Strategy, resource, and peaceful.
Okay.
These are the words that he used.
You are now using that.
Use the words.
Brian, you are now using it.
He used all means.
So
you are
now clarifying.
You just read the meaning of all.
Clarifying.
Oh, please.
Brian did not say that.
Please let him land. I beg you.
You should lie.
You know, because he doesn't go to court on Mondays. He's tried that when he comes, he will just go from here. He's just going to. He will just go and sleep.
No, make your point.
Strategy, resourceful, and peaceful. This, when you read the definitions, just give me about 3 or 4. That's word violence was used. You can see that all the definitions, when you read the definition, most of the words that they use are things that you have to be strategize. Very resourceful, peaceful, and those are the words that I'm using. That look, we are going to use our strategy, resource that we have, and then peaceful election. It's about going to the people, appealing to them, telling them what we have done and what we are going to do. Roselyn, come this Saturday. We are all going to Takoradi for the launching of our...
We're going to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For the launching of our manifesto. To tell Ghanaians when the mandate is renewed on the 7th of December, what we are going to do 2025. And you are invited. And I hope
My team will be there, though.
Me, before even asking you to be there, I know you won't come.
My team will be there.
I know you won't come. But you know it's not far from your hometown. And it's a very long time you went home. So I was thinking that you take advantage of this so that you can go home and pay homage to...
It takes a lot to move me from my seat. So if you people want me to be there, then you
I can come and take you.
Okay.
I can give you a lift. For that one there. But I cannot provide you accommodation.
So the manifesto is happening on the 18th of August, which is this Saturday at GSTS Takoradi at exactly 1 p.m. The NPP will launch their manifesto at exactly 1 p.m. We'll get a lot to discuss on Monday. NDC, when are you launching your manifesto?
Oh, today we are launching our youth manifesto.
Today is
at the UPSA.
Okay.
President Mahama is demonstrating to the people of this country that there's a commitment to the future of this country, and that is the youth. The youth manifesto will be launched at 10 a.m. at the UPSA auditorium today.
Fantastic.
We have a strategic policy for the young people of this country to create an enabling environment for young people to thrive.
Is it open to all?
Open to the public.
Okay.
Open to the public.
And Honorable, is yours open to the public as well?
Yes.
Open to the public. So if you are an NDC supporter or you're a member of the NDC or you are an NDC sympathizer, then you have to be at the UPSA auditorium today at exactly 2 hours to go, because their flag bearer, that's John Dramani Mahama, will be launching the Youth Manifesto. On Saturday, the NPP will launch their main manifesto in Takoradi. So even if you don't live in Takoradi and you are in Accra, but you are a sympathizer of the NPP or a member of the NPP, then you have to be there. It's happening at GSTS at exactly 1 p.m. So like I said, I think tomorrow definitely we'll delve into what the NDC is going to talk about with regards to their Youth Manifesto today. We'll delve into that. And then on Monday, we'll delve into what the NPP will also tell us with regards to what they will do for Ghana. I can't wait. It's election year. It's sweet. You see the way today, everybody's temper was hot. You'll be seeing that till we finish the post.
Honorable is telling me to finish for lunch.
Thank you so much for being here today, gentlemen. And my guest has been Honorable Ebenezer Latte, who represents... it's because I'm going to say La. So you... Honorable Ebenezer Latte represented the NPP. Thank you so much for being here, Honorable. We are super grateful. And Philemon La Esquire, who represented the NDC. Thank you so much for being here too. We are grateful. And for you at home, know that we are all friends. Yes, we sit here, we debate, but we debate on a friendly basis. Please, when you're at home, don't fight each other. The fact that you belong to different political parties doesn't mean that you're enemies. We are one family. We are all Ghanaians. When you cut our blood, it's still the red that will flow. We need peace, okay? My name is Rosalind Felly. This all time will permit us. So don't forget to actually continue playing Quick Cash Game, *281#, *281#, and select number 7, which is Joy Prime, and you stand a chance of winning. Honorable, what do you say? Breakfast. Enjoy the rest of the show. We have a lot coming up. Up next is What's Trending with Esiedua Akomia. My name is Rosalind Felly. Stay with us.